I just recently got to film the merch video for Rocket League pro player Arsenal, and when I say this was one of the most fun shoots I've had in a while, I mean it. So this shoot was a little different. It's not often I get asked to just create something dope. There wasn't too many guidelines on what Arsenal wanted, just kind of a basic theme of basketball, gritty, whatever. So after a little digging on Peerspace, I came across this location in Heights District. It's right near downtown Dallas, and they have this blacked out basketball court, and it worked out perfectly for what we were going for and the theme that we kind of wanted to create with this one. So for this video, I made myself a mood board. I gave myself a song that I wanted to edit to when I got into the cutting phase. And then I just gave myself a general layout of how I wanted this video to look and feel, and taking inspiration from things that I've seen on Shot Deck and other videos that I found on YouTube. So now let's fast forward to the actual shooting day. One of the biggest things I like to do on shoots like this that are a little bit more relaxed is whenever the talent gets there, I like to give it about 15-20 minutes of just kind of letting them do their thing, and I'm just kind of shooting around them. So in this case, it was really easy. They just got to play basketball. I just started getting some shots that I liked. It kind of just loosens everything up. The one mistake I did make is I didn't bring a speaker, so it's always kind of odd on a shoot to not have music playing. It definitely helps fill the dead air. But I let them start playing around. I started shooting, and then about 15 or so minutes in is when I really start to kind of pull different shots that I want to do, start posing them, start taking photos, and just kind of when we actually get into the real meat and potatoes of the shoot. I think we'll grab my 200X and we'll go on the opposite side of that, almost like it's like street light type thing. And then, yeah, let's match that one. So we'll grab another C-stand. So the lighting setup for this one was actually pretty easy. It was just the Aperture 60X with a hyperreflector and my Aperture 200X with a hyperreflector. I had the temperature down to, I believe, 2700, making it real nice and warm. I wanted to go for more like a street light, like nighttime basketball scene vibe. And then I was actually getting a nice soft key light from the bay door. So that nice soft cloudy light really kind of helped to fill in the light on their face and stuff when I needed it. It's a party when you in my vicinity. So now moving into the actual shots themselves. A lot of this was lots of fast movement as much as we could get it, lots of handheld camera shakes, stuff like that. And then on the other end of that was posing shots, so things that obviously showed off the merch. I didn't want the fast action and stuff to get lost in the fact that this still is a merch video. This is promoting his new merch. And so being able to have those fast action shots that kept the video interesting, but then switching to like the more slower paced, slow-mo shots of the details and them actually wearing the merch was kind of something that I knew going into this ahead of time that I was going to be doing and going to be focusing on. And here's one of my favorite sequences from the whole video. It's just kind of this little match cut we did. It took like probably 8 or 9 tries, and it was a good way for me to transition from the slower part of the beginning of the video to kind of like where everything just starts to pick up. So all I did was use the bay door as my match cut reference point, and it could have been a little smoother after the fact, but I think like when you don't know that it's coming, I think it plays just fine. It looks good, and like I say, it's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole video. I wish I would have done more swipes and effects. I think it would have really added a lot of energy to this video, but it's something to know for next time, and it's something I'll definitely be keeping in the back of my mind. So once I felt like we had enough footage of them kind of shooting the ball and Reddles ended up having to leave early, we kind of moved into some more of the creative stuff. So for this shot here, which was honestly another one of my favorites, we just did a top down of the 60X and I set it to pulsing mode and just had it coming in and out, and I thought it made a really cool effect. Something that kind of broke up a little bit of the flow whenever I was putting the video together, just kind of changed up the look a little bit. And then the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, something that I do in a decent amount of videos when I have the opportunity, is I have this Canon Rebel T6i. I've had it forever. It's the first camera I ever bought, and it has a built-in flash, and it shoots raw photo. And so whenever I get the opportunity, I like to take photos with it, not for like the deliverables, but more for the video. And so when you're watching the video, you'll actually see photos kind of pop up throughout. And that's the photos I took with this. And this is something I knew going into the video that I really wanted to do. I thought it would add that extra gritty layer of texture and everything, and just again help break up the monotony of just video. And not long ago I came across this cool video explaining how to use film frame transitions, and I thought it was so sick. I thought it was a really cool way to transition from one scene to the next, something a little bit more interesting. And so I kind of just took that idea and used it on my own. I downloaded some film frame packs from Brian DeLamita that I'll have a link in the description below. And then I just keyframed them, added the sound effects, and got this really dope like film transition look. So one of the things to me that really pulled this whole video together was the sound design. This is something I've been working on a lot lately, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing my process of learning how to do sound design. With this one, it was a little bit more challenging. I had to really think outside of the box to get the sounds that I needed, but I wanted to show you my favorite part of the sound design with the video before I end this video.